this on. That might give better sound. Maybe. We'll see. Hey, Rhea. The noise in the background is my printer reprinting my pattern. I had an old copy printed, and I'm sorry because I started sneezing right before I decided to hit the button. But I had an old copy of the pattern printed, and then when I got ready to start putting everything together, nothing matches and lines up the way that it's supposed to, and I don't know why. Oh, I guess this goes to this. Maybe. Yep, it does. That's why I couldn't figure that out. So let's see. But like, I had used my old printer. Hey, Linda. Like my printer from like 10 or 12 years ago to print this, probably, because it was back before I knew. Well, no. I started to say it was before I knew about the layers box. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Aslan. Hi. Oh, yay, Linda. So, yeah, I'm waiting on the printer to finish printing out the additional pages that I need. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm live. I am going to be making the Hudson hoodie from Made for Mermaids. Hey, Nikki. Hopefully my sniffles will quit in a minute. Hey, Nicole. So yeah, I'll hold this up and show you. So this is the sleeve piece, and if you see, like, I don't have it all taped together, but like this part lines up, but down here this is like not lined up. It's like way off, like a lot. And sometimes you can just kind of fix it, but I don't think that that's possible. And it was my printer, and it was an issue. You don't have that one? Oh, Aslan, I can't believe you don't have that one. So I have made the Summit Peak, and then this was the Tammy Revolution, and I added the zipper. Which I think if I do it again, I'm going to do like Nikki said and make it an actual like pocket. It's just for looks, so I don't understand why it opens. Because unless you have a shirt under there, and then also the spot right here at the neck where it's attached, like the top of the zipper, it's kind of itchy right there. So either I'll put some interfacing over it, or I'm going to put like something there before, the last time I wore it, I just wore like a shirt underneath it. So it ended up being okay. So I'm going to go grab all of my other pages off of the printer and try again. Yeah, I would probably keep my chapstick in there because I'm addicted. Like, it's a problem. And then, like, I know in my mind, like, they put stuff in that stuff so you keep doing it, but I can't stop. So let me grab my pages and see if this is any better. That's why I was late, because I was trying to make sure I got everything printed before I went live, so I didn't have to walk back and forth. Oh, Aslan, I hate that you are feeling under the weather. Hopefully you'll be better soon. And I had an idea for fabrics that I wanted to use for this, but I may end up changing because I don't know 100% if I'm going to have enough fabric for the option that I wanted to do. So we'll see. So no, I'm not even gonna. I should have that piece. So it's such a train wreck. I'm like, I'm in here. Cat Dad was out here, and he was talking to me, and I was trying to put it together, and like, I can't do things and him talk to me and me focus on what I'm doing, and I get so scattered, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to quit. So, and he's like, you're not listening to me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, if he was just, he's trying to have like a serious conversation, and I'm like, I can't right now, I gotta go live. And I'm like, it's too late to change it now because the 30-minute notification already went off. So, yeah, this is lining up much better. I don't know, like, my old printer was terrible. So, and then when I got ready to like put everything together, I was missing some of the pages. Like, I didn't have the front pieces, and they were completely out of order and stuff. So I did manage to salvage the pocket and the hood. For this. So I have both of those. So I will push this down a little bit, and maybe you can see my table as I put these together. All right. Let me see. So this is 4. So all the pages they're numbered with a little box. And they're like A, B, whatever. And where they line up, they have a little triangle. Hey, Beth. So it makes it real easy to. It also helps because my printer doesn't do edge to edge printing. Oh, I didn't know you could even turn on borderless printing. If my nose keeps running, I'll take the mic off and lay it on the table, and we'll go over by the door. I won't open the door. Nikki told me that when I open the door, it makes a funny sound on the mic. Okay, so this is 2. So I can lay this. And what's even funnier, so I'm printing the green, indigo, and blue because I'm going to make a size green, but grade down to blue at the hip, like I usually do. And this is printed on my HP, and you can see it's It's blue and green. But this was printed on my old printer. Look at the colors. So this should be green, and this line should be blue, and this should be indigo, and that should be blue. It's not. That's crazy, but at least you figured out what was causing it. All right. Well, if I could get this over here. So one thing about clothing patterns, when you're putting them together, you don't have pages for each individual piece or you don't put together pages for one piece and then put together other pages for another piece. They overlap on pages. And I don't know if that's to save like paper and ink and stuff, or if it's because sometimes the pieces are so big, which I would think you could still manage to somehow do that with and just add more pages. But I guess that's the whole point. You're trying not to add more pages. So like this piece here is going to be half of 2 pages. So they kind of all go together. But sometimes, especially with my old printer, it did not always line up. But these pieces get real big when you're trying to put them together before you can get, a lot of times after like I get a piece completed, I'll like cut it apart because it takes up such a massive amount, especially if you're making like a full length dress or something. Well, maybe you'll make some new progress now, Nikki. Hopefully. Fingers crossed anyway. So the weather in Alabama has been ridiculously crazy all week. We had like 65, 70, like it got up to 75 one day. And then today, Alexa, what's the temperature? She's not going to answer me. Alexa, what's the temperature? Good afternoon, Elizabeth. Right now, it's 47 degrees Fahrenheit. So she said it's 47. But it is super duper cold after having been in the 70s. And it rained. Nikki. It rained last night pretty good, so everything's sopping wet. And I feel like that adds to the cold. Brenda, that's hilarious. I set off everybody's Alexa, and that's even funnier. Okay, so I believe this is for the hood, which I don't need because I already have the hood. And then I'm go ahead and cut this off now because I have it assembled. And then now I can work on putting together my sleeve. There we go. $27 in Ohio. I know Brittany is in Illinois at So Whatever Studios taking Nikki's class for the classic zip around. And I'm like, I don't know if she's going to be able to get home because they got tons of ice and stuff. Marlena is calling. Come on. Oh, I know. Are you ready to say hi to your fans? Huh? So this pile right here of Minky, I have like 3. There's another box, but oh wait, I think if I move this way, you can. All of this is stuff that I photographed and posted for D-Stash from when Cat Dad and I added my shelving. So I spent all day Friday and yesterday like measuring, photographing, and posting. Still really cold. Okay. What is it? Are you going to come say hi? Yeah. Come on. Oh, got an ear. Are you going to come say hi? Yeah. Well, hello. Hi. She's not really all that happy with me because I wouldn't let her up here all day yesterday because I was trying. I had stacks. Yeah, you better move your nose. Okay, that gets that. One more piece to put together, and then, and actually I don't even really have to technically put it together. It's just add this to the other side and it'll be done. There's not a ton of pieces to this pattern, so that's good. Things have been, hey, I can't put it together with you on top of it. You can be up here, you just can't be on my paper. I feel like I haven't gotten anything accomplished this weekend, but I know that's not true. It just kind of feels that way because I didn't actually sew anything. Shane's cousin and his wife came over last night for dinner. Yeah. I have a feeling Cullen and Marlena would be best friends, even though she's a cranky girl. Yeah. She got a hold of Cheese the other day. So that was not a good thing. So the front door was open and Cheese went out on the porch and they had a little run-in. Cheese hasn't, unless Catnip is around. Marlena goes crazy over some catnip, don't you? I can't see. Yeah. Hey, Elizabeth. Have fun at your birthday party. Hey, Wendy. All right. Ma'am, I'll make you get down. You can't headbutt my hand. Why don't you go play with your catnip? She's like, if you won't pet me, I'll bite you. Cheese has decided to be my new alarm clock. He comes up and gets on top of my hair, and then he'll headbutt me on the cheek until I acknowledge him. Well, I'll say. Crazy thing. Here. Oh. Okay, so I have my back cut, and I'm going to take my, I think y'all can see, nope, let's see. Which way do I need to go? Oh, I'll turn it this way. And then you should be able to see. So this edge will be this seam from the back to the front. This piece is the back. This part right here is going to be the part that will end up under your arm right here. And then up here, obviously, this is your armhole, and then this is your shoulder. So for the top part and the butt, the underarm part right here, to about, I don't know, let's see, how many inches is that? Let's see, about 5 inches down. So if you think 5 inches from right there, so that's going to be just below my bust line. That at that point, I'm going to take my pin, and I'm just going to slowly connect these lines, which I don't think y'all can see the lines, but there's a green line, an indigo, and a blue line. I'm just going to slowly connect those lines until I get down to the bottom. And typically, if I turn it this way, I wonder if you can see. I'll start at the bottom, and I'll just kind of take my pin, and I just kind of feather that point. And this is a pretty straight, like there's not an obvious indentation in it. I'll take my ruler and I'll line it up to the top point under the arm to the bottom point where I want, and it gives me that slow angle, and I can just trace my pin down there. And then I'll hold it up and see if you can see. And it's going to look crazy because bodies are three-dimensional and this piece of paper is not. But when we sew it all together, it will all work out in the end. So I know I haven't done a cutting video in a while, so I thought this would be good. And I'm actually going to do it again because I went a little bit high. And I want to bring that point down just a little bit. There we go. And then I'll just take my rotary and I'll just follow along that line. That I drew with my pen, and then cut that part off right there where my tape is. It's Kemma. There we go. And then now you can see it's not a sharp change, and that's what we want, because it would look really funny, because you would want it to. Now this one has an obvious indentation right here, where this one is more straight fitted, and you can see that. You can kind of see that in the pattern in this example a little bit, and more so in this one. She's got her hand here, so if she didn't have her hand, you could easily add that indentation if you wanted it, but it doesn't have it, and I think that's because the focus is on the front, where those pockets and darts are in the front. So, and then when I get my front cut out, I'll just lay this piece on top, and I'll trace that same line so they match. The only thing is I'm going to have to check my pocket piece to see if I need to make any adjustments to it. Because I'm not sure at what point, like where in the seam the pocket goes. So I did pick another pattern that I have never made before, but it does not have zippers. It is not 7 p.m. And I don't have to pick M up until 4:30. So, what did I do with my ruler? I'm going to use my ruler too. These aren't exactly where they need to be. So I'm just going to use my ruler to make sure I get a straight cut. And I'm going to be doing the cuffs again. So tomorrow is supposed to be really nice weather again, and then Tuesday and Wednesday is supposed to do nothing but pour down rain. She was like, "Oh, you won't pet me? I'll go get in the window and look outside." Like I won't let her go outside. Crazy thing. Okay, so I was looking to see if there was... Okay, pocket placement is on the other piece. So I shouldn't have to do any changes to the pocket piece, because the pocket goes on this part right here, which is where the front attaches to the side panel. Hey, Amber. You can, I was showing everyone how I grade my pattern. Below freezing for the next 2 weeks. Ew, Nikki, that sounds terrible. Just go ahead and move to Alabama. And then I can have like sewing friends that live by me. Tickets go on sale for the summit tomorrow. I'm so excited. So I guess, Wendy, are you coming to the summit? I know Brenda is coming, and her daughter Bree. Yeah, Amber, me too. Okay, so this piece is the one that I was just cutting, and then this piece is the one that I shaved off the side right here. So I'm just gonna lay it over top, and I'm gonna match the point at the top where they meet, and then line the bottoms up. And pretty much the lines on both pieces are overlapping on top of them. I can see them through the paper. And then I just take my pen and I just trace along the edge of the pattern that I cut off of. And now they'll be exactly the same at the point where they attach here. And then I can take my rotary and I can just cut, just like I did with the other piece, cut along that line. And now this piece has the same grading as the other piece. And this side is where they connect. And then I have one more piece to cut out. My rhinestone class is on Brenda's list. Nikki wishes she could be there. But Nikki, you don't leave your house. I wish I never left my house some days. Like, do we have to go anywhere? In fact, just, I don't know if it was last night or this morning, I was talking to myself in my head, about it's grocery weekend and whether or not I should go to Aldi today, and trying to figure out how I was gonna like get up and wash my hair and do all the things and then go live and still be on time to get Emily and be able to go grocery shopping at Aldi. And I'm like, oh, you're off Tuesday. You can just go then. Nicole. Hubby went to Aldi today. Yeah, I'm going to go to, because, and then I was like, well, what do I actually need? I'm like, we still have bread, we still have milk, we still have eggs, and we still have cheese. Cat Dad smoked a bunch of chicken yesterday on the smoker, so we still have that. Okay. So, no need. Oh, right there. I knew there was a spot where I didn't tape. It's like, where is it? Okay. Okay, so now front side panels, front center panel. So I was originally thinking this fabric that I used for my dress that I put the lips on, I was thinking it would be really fun to use for the centerpiece of the hoodie. The this centerpiece here. I wish I could see. There's pictures in the pattern of like multiple ways to do it. I was trying to see if I could see what they made the back of their but now I'm thinking, because originally I didn't know if I would have enough of this for this piece, but it looks like I do. So lots of people getting married. Let's see. All right. So if I fold this way, it should be just long enough, but I won't have enough to do like the hood or anything. I could probably do the cuffs. And maybe the bottom band. I just thought I had just a little bit of this left, and I thought it would be really cute to use this because I totally turned the dress that I made out of this into a nightgown. And it is super duper comfy and soft. And it's like warm, but not too warm. So. Okay. That works. Y'all like my pattern weight? It works, right? So, trying to get this out of my way. Okay, come on. Oh, old me with my crappy printer actually printed the pictures. So, oh, that's cute. You could totally do this like solid, like all one print, and it actually is. I mean, obviously you could, but yeah, it's super cute. This one is all one print, and so is this one. All right. Hey, Melissa. I changed the blade in my rotary. Actually, I think I did it when I don't remember when. Was I live? Maybe? Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, because I was cutting my Marcel. Here she is. There's And the mint. Hey, Ellen. Yep. It came out so good. This is the pastel lilac luxe vinyl from Mormino. And then this is the sublimation fabric from Brittany at the Emporium. This print is on pre-order and she hasn't closed it yet, so you can get it on Monday. She's going to close it on Monday, so tomorrow. So you could still go order right now. And she has it on waterproof cotton, cotton lycra, smooth vinyl, and cotton woven. And then I used the lilac waterproof canvas for my pockets. And I used the grape, I think it was called Conquer Grape webbing from Georgia Girl Stitches for the crossbody. I was going to do a tutorial, but then I completely put this together completely wrong and had to seam rip half of it apart. I managed to save it, but the tutorial did not. Yeah, I didn't realize it was so small either, Nikki. And no, the pattern does not come in multiple sizes. I think you could easily scale it though. But yes, it came out super cute. I thought that it was going to be much bigger. So, all right, cut one on the fold, which we did. Okay. All right. So there is that. And then Wendy gave me permission to throw this in the garbage. So let's see, where is the cut chart for the, let's see, I need the cut chart for the bands and the cuffs. And I don't. Let's see. Trying to. Oh, hey. Huh. I was having a come apart about my pattern pieces, but they're right here. I did have them, but it wouldn't have mattered if I had them because they didn't match up. Oh, there is also a kid's version and a men's version of this same hoodie too. So there's the kids version and then the men's version. And they have a bundle. Like you can buy the pattern bundle if you want. You get a little bit, hey, there it is. So a lot of times their patterns will have like a box on one of the pieces with the measurements for the cuts. And in the case that they don't, I will usually just pick a pattern piece and write it on there. And then for my waistband, because my bottom is now a blue and not a green, I need the blue measurement. And then my cuffs, Marlena, your tail is in front of the camera. The cuffs are still the green, so I need that measurement for those. It has pockets. That's hilarious. Okay. So now I can put that in there, and let's see. I don't know if I have enough of this to do the bottom waistband. Nope. So if I do the cuffs in this print, that's probably not going to look as good if I, yeah. Okay, so, and I don't have enough to do my hood out of this either. So, let's see. Pockets. Cut 2 on the fold. I could definitely do my pockets. Trying to use every bit of this I can, obviously. Let's see. Wait, am I? Yeah. Okay. I was like, am I even folding this the right way? When you get down to these little scraps and you don't have a selvage anymore, it's hard to know. So, okay. Perfect. I'm gonna have fun pockets if I remember. Y'all don't let me forget to put them in. When I was making, I cut pockets for this one and I forgot to add them. Like they're still laying over there on my desk. I'm like, well, I could use them for another one, but okay. Like big bags and I cannot lie, said Nikki. I'll have to make Emily something out of this now because there's like just very little amount of it left. So it would be cute for her to have something out of this. If I thought Chloe would wear it, I could, make her something out of it, but I don't think she'll wear it. It's not her style. Okay. All right. So that can go in my scrap pile. And I'm using the same gray, or I was going to use the same gray, but I may have to compromise and use another material as well, because there's not a lot left of this. Let's see, because I need a back and I need 2 front panels and 2 sleeves. And I don't think I can get 2 sleeves is the problem. So we may have to reevaluate this situation. Because this is my sleeve. Oh, shut the front door. Can I? Okay, so there's a sleeve. The real question, though, is going to be, can I get the back panel and 2 sleeves? And I don't think so. Okay, let me walk over here and see what else I can find that we could use to go with this. What? You don't say. Are you talking to me? Maybe. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, don't fall on my head. Y'all think I need a gray? Okay, so this one is probably the closest. It's not the same fabric content, but it's the same color almost, it looks like. So that would be an option, and I don't think it's been cut before. I could always use, would it be bad to use leopard and stripes? I don't love it. This is the same material though. They're so soft. It's like dreamy feeling. And then, let's see, I would run into the same problem with this because it has been cut as well. This might be fun for the side panels though. It's got like a glitter. I don't know if it'll come through. No, not really. It has like a glittery shimmer, but it's like in the fibers of the fabric. So there's not enough. And then the other option would be this one, which is a little bit darker. Which I don't know how much of this I have. It has been cut. I don't even know what I made out of it, but oh yeah, I should be able to get enough out of that. You like that one better? Okay. And there we go. All right. Set those to the side to put up in a minute. In a minute, as in after I sew this. So, let's see. All right. I wonder, this right here might be, just might be big enough for my bands for my cuffs. What material is that? So it is a French terry, but I believe that this one is like a polyester French terry, because it's super soft. You just have to be careful with some of these when you launder them because they can get the fuzzies. And obviously I've made something out of it, but I don't know what. I'm trying to think what I would have made out of it, but ruler. And go ahead and use the big ruler. Oh, sweet. Let's see. It's perfect. I got cuffs. So let's see. And then I need to cut it down. One. Whoop. No. Don't go anywhere. And then two. We'll have a little bit left, but it'll be all right. Yay. And then now let's see. Probably should. I'm gonna fold it over and see how much room I have for my sleeve. And then I'll probably go ahead and cut my waistband too. Since I know I have a straight edge down there at the bottom, it'll be easy to cut that piece. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's plenty. Okay. Let's see. All right. Well, hello, Marlena. How do you do? Make her get down. Yes, ma'am. What do you say about it? Good grief. Yeah? You don't say. She's just talking up a storm to me. Well, apparently I'm not going to get that from right there because there's a cutout on the other side. And that's not long enough either, so we'll keep going. Try it again. All right, sleeve. I'm going to spend all my time cutting this. There we go. Okay. Can almost get another sleeve out of it. You gonna look out the window now? Okay. We got one sleeve. And then well, get over there. I had my table all cleaned off so that I had all kind of room. And now I don't. All right. Let's see. And then now because I'm using a non-directional solid, I can rotate my piece so I can use less fabric, so that's fun. The only thing is that little triangle. It'll be all right. Okay. Now I'm finally starting to get somewhere. Okay. And let's see. I think I'm going to cut my back piece first. That way, I may have to use something else for my side panels. After all, we'll see. Okay. Okay. I'll have to fold it just a smidge more. There we go. All right. Yay. Okay. Yeah. I may end up using, I don't know. What other color could I use besides this? Would it look bad to use the lighter gray for the side panels? I guess I'll have to lay them beside each other. I'm going to use up some scraps, though. Make up for all that new fabric I bought. Because I had just, I don't think I've even, in fact, I know I haven't shown y'all the new stuff I got from Amanda's Bundles, because it was from her end of the month sale. And cut one on the fold, so we're done with this piece. So like each day, the last week of the month, there's a bigger discount, and all of that has come in, and I've washed it, but I haven't posted the video where I opened any of it yet. Same color family, it would work. Okay. I think it was Beth was asking me how I store my patterns for like my clothing. And this is exactly what I do. I fold the piece and put it in one of these envelopes. And I used, this was one I already had printed, obviously. So I had taped the front cover to the page outside of the envelope. Yes, Beth, you should wash all your knits before you use them. And that is because, number one, they have a lot of chemicals and stuff in them. But you want to account for the shrinkage, if any. Yeah, I don't do that for my bag patterns, just for my clothing patterns. I have these that I got at the Dollar Tree. They're like a plastic envelope, and they're a little bit bigger, but I can typically, like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper will fit in here, but I can typically fold the pattern piece on whatever the join is. and it works just fine. Oh. Ew, excuse me. There I go, sneezing again. Yeah, I got a bunch of them at the Dollar Tree. So I don't know. So they would be $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. I don't know how much it would be to buy them in bulk from Amazon. Okay, so now let's see what we're working with. I have enough for my band, but not enough for my hood. I forgot about the hood. I don't have enough for the hood or the side panel. So mine is the pink leopard right here. And then the sleeves and the back are the dark gray. So here's the leopard and the dark gray. So I think it could be okay. Or I could do, no, I'm not digging the stripes with it. Or the glitter. I think I'm going to go with this one. It may look terrible. It may look fantastic. So let's see. That's not bad, Nicole. That would be less than $1 a piece. So I looked for some more the other day when I was in the dollar store, but they didn't have any that I saw. Okay. Let's see. So I will save this piece because I can use this as a neckband. And I know it. Well, actually, I may not need it, but I may not need it now that I'm not going to have any of this fabric left. Let's see. Leave it raw edge and it's just Hey, there you go, Beth. Your, your vinyl that you don't like to. That's my problem, though. I don't really have any vinyl that I don't like. Um, I had ordered like a mystery um, pack thing, and I destashed it. So, oh, yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay. There's our band. So now I'm done with my ruler. I do have some more I probably should destash. And then yeah, Nikki, I feel like that's me. Like I was like, oh, let me buy this and let me buy that. And then now that I've like been to Lauren's in person and I can see and touch everything, like um yeah. Okay. Put that over there out of the way. Yeah. Plus, I think as we, grow and learn what we like and what we don't like, our tastes change too. So, um, there's that. All right. Let me see. Marlena, you are really impeding this process of my horrible decision making. Yes, you are. But she's cute. So am I. But okay. Let's see. Let's see. I should probably go this way with that and then do one of these numbers. I'll figure it out eventually. There we go. Okay, this one's not necessarily on the fold. It's just you need two pieces and they need to be mirrored images. So hence the reason why I folded it, because you automatically will get mirrored pieces, and with it being on the, I only have to cut once. Where's my tape dispenser? There we go. kind of scared to know what Cat Dad's doing outside. I can hear noise. I wish he would come in here and be like, oh, Melissa. Yeah. Y'all over here making jokes and what? Oh, so the gray, both of the grays are French terry, and I believe they are the poly rayon spandex French terry because they're so ridiculously soft. And then the leopard is Oakley sweater knit. All right, so now I have both of those. And look, Wendy, I'm throwing it in the trash. Woo. Okay, so now let's see if I'm going to have enough for this hood. These are oh, yes. It's like perfection. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let me push this way just a little bit and then come back. I folded it over just a bit too much. Yes. My original Oakley is from SSE, and I can't remember if that was from SSE or if it's from Amanda's Bundles, but Amanda's Bundles carries the Oakley now, and I just got some in an adorable white heart print the other day. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's cute. I know that. Okay. So woo! All right. I've got 2 hoods, and then we're going to see. No, that's not going to happen. There is no way I'm getting a second set of 2 out of this. That's what's left. So, yeah. Okay. Is there enough maybe of the dark gray? Maybe? No. Okay, well, guess what? We may be using the stripes after all. I feel like I used these on something else. I did. I cut a hood lining for something. One of my Summit Peak hoodies, maybe, that I did to start with. Yeah. So let's see. It says the hood lining is optional, but then that means you have to finish the edge, and I don't want to do that. And also, well, I don't know. Other than I don't want to hem anything. We're just going to see how many different fabrics I can use. It's going to be like a Frankenstein hoodie. I guess it's something to be said for being resourceful. Sometimes those are the best kind. I should make something else out of these stripes because I just want to curl up with them as like a blanket. Like they're so soft. All right. That gets that. Actually, I probably let me see if yeah, before we go anywhere, there is a notch on the hood pattern, and I don't want to get over to the sewing machine and then have to get up and get the pattern piece or anything. So this pin is Marlena. Good grief. It's from the same people that make the air erasing pins, but it's a duo, and it doesn't air erase, but it comes with another pin that you can erase it with. Yeah, she's a mess. She wants to be up here is what it is, and that's like shaking around like crazy now. Sorry. She wants to be right here, and she wants me to hold her, but her claws are just rough. Rough. She hurts. Like, or at least she hurts me anyway. That's probably why poor little Cheese won't go by the front door anymore. He's so scared. She would attacked him. Think it's about time to get a new one. Oh, now you want out? Is that what it is? You want out? Okay. At least now I will have my pattern put up. And I have all my pieces. So let me carry this over here. And then I can come back and grab the phone. Look away, because I'm going to make you dizzy. Oop. There we go. Emily has been rolling all of my zipper tape, and I'm going to point you to the floor. You can see the pile because I got pegboard, Nikki. It's not completely attached, but it will be. Now let's see if I can get my phone in here without like cutting off the live or sending out an SOS. Yay. Okay. I'm going to pull up the comments over here where I can see. And let's see. There we go. All right. Now I can bring you down. Let me pull the light up. Did I get it low enough? Maybe. That looks pretty good. You'll tell me what you think. And I think I'm going to use fairy floss. Or I guess I could use pink. I don't know. Maybe. I added some more thread to the wall because I got more hooks. I don't have 4 gray, but I do have What will this look? Yeah. We'll go with 3 pink and a gray. Nikki says fairy floss. Snips. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't have 3 or 4 of the pink. I try whenever I get new colors to get at least 4 because I only need 3 for my cover stitch, but I need 4 for my serger. So if I have 4 for the serger, I can use them for the cover stitch too. So I don't know how I managed to not have 4 pink, but Chloe also took a couple spools and I need to get her to bring them back. Because I know that I had 4 of those red ones and I only have 3, but I know I had 4. So yeah. So it's possible she has a pink one, but I don't think so. Come on. There we go. I'll have to make something soon. Yeah, Nicole, I'd say you're not getting it back. I got some new prints that are bright colored, like for stuff to make for Emily, and I think I need to spend a day like prepping a bunch of different things, and then I can put my neons that I got in here and I can use them to sew up some stuff for Emily because she's gonna need some stuff for summer. She came home the other day and she was like, "Can I please put on some shorts? I'm hot." Her cousin lives behind us and they go outside and play. I'm like, is Emmett wearing shorts? Okay. Let's see. Come on. All right. There we go. I got 2 of them. Oh. Who was yawning? Me? Probably. I didn't have my energy drink today. It's been okay. So I've not had nearly the amount of caffeine that I consume on a normal daily basis. Where are my tweezers? Oh my goodness, Nicole. Okay. 1 down. Come on. Get up in there. Here we go. All right. Now, let's see if I got me a, yep, my little scrap over here. It looks a little rough. Oof. Oh, you know what? My knife was still off from where I looks pretty good. My knife was still off from where I attached that clear elastic last week to the dress that I made. So it helps if you have the knife on and you want to cut. So, all right, let's get my pattern. And I said I wasn't getting up to get a pattern piece, but I did not mark the pocket placement. If not adding a pocket, go to step 3. Hey, I'm live still. We're just over here.
You hungry?
Yes. Huh?
Pizza then.
Pizza and wontons?
Pizza and wontons, I eat it.
Pizza with wontons. Thanks, honey. I'm gonna set it over here. Ooh. Okay, so they don't do the same thing. Hey, Holly. Weird door feedback. Huh. So I'll try to show you on my scrap here that I just did. So the serger does what we call like an overlock, where it stitches down the side edge of the fabric and it cuts the fabric at the same time that it stitches. And then the cover stitch has like a twin needle, and these stitches look really bad, but twin needle look on one side, but then on the other side it has the overlock stitch on the back. And it would, I'm sure there's a lot of different applications it could be used for, but primarily what I use it for is hemming or neck bands, because it's going to give you this on the underside, like in here, but you'll have that double needle look on the top. And when working with knits, you want that overlock because it's allowing your fabric to stretch so that they don't just pop when you pull it. See, I can pull it and it's still, the stitches will stretch with the fabric. Yeah. So I don't have any cover stitching on, well, I do, it's on the hood, where I finish the edge of the hood. So my cover stitch is right here. That's the overlock part. And then if you look at the outside, it just looks like 2 rows of stitching. And he brought me this and it smells incredible. So I'm going to have to take a bite. You could totally do a zigzag only. So I showed Amber this last week. And if you're using like a domestic that has a bunch of different options, there should be a zigzag option and like a stitch that looks more like a lightning bolt. Some of these patterns will usually have like a picture. I don't think this one doesn't. But so for the construction, let's see if I can get it in the right spot. I used the lightning bolt stitch right here. So it's not, it's a little bit more narrow than like a traditional zigzag. And then when I did my top stitching, I did the zigzag, and you can see, if I'll hold it still where it can focus. Yeah. The zigzag on the outside. If I hold it in front of my face, I think it'll focus better. Yeah, there we go. And then on the inside, I actually got, so this is my construction stitching, and then this is my top stitching. And this is what it looks like on the actual garment. So yeah, it can be done. I know we talked about, I think it was, I used my domestic sewing machine for like 5 years before I ever got either one of these. Okay. So I need my 2 pocket pieces and my center. So my center is my print, and my pocket pieces. Oh, that's cool. So I got my centerpiece, and I'm just laying it up right sides in front of me. And then I have my pocket piece and my other pocket piece. The pocket piece has a taper to it. So the more narrow, you can, I think, see it. This is the top and this is the bottom. So I'm going to put this pedal out of my way because even though I said it last week, I still don't have my holes. So maybe I can get Cat Dad to do that one day this week because it's supposed to be raining. He won't be able to be outside playing around. So I'm just clipping the pocket piece wrong sides together, right sides together, on my center. And then I'm going to take my pen and mark it, and then I'm going to stitch it with the straight stitch Juki. And the reason that we are not serting that is because we still have to attach our side panels. So you don't want to cut anything off. And since it's a pocket seam, it's not going to stretch. I know that contradicts everything I said about why you use a serger and a cover stitch. Okay. So now I need my ruler and my pen. Let's see. Okay. And then, so lucky for me, there are actually measurements in the pattern for the pocket. Although that looks like a lot more than, or a lot less than what it says, but we're going to go with it. Okay. We'll see how it turns out, I guess. Okay. Anybody watching the Super Bowl today? Now that I've put everything over here on top of my straight stitch machine that I now need to use, Okay. So I'm just sewing between the two marks. To attach my pocket. I guess I didn't realize that this pocket was like a hidden kangaroo style pocket. Like it goes all the way through. That's funny. Yeah. Cat Dad will probably cut it on, but in fact, I didn't even know that it was today until last night. his cousin was over here and they were leaving, and he was like, you know, y'all could come over to the house tomorrow, we could watch the game. And I was like, what game? Shows how much into sports I am. Okay, so I did that. Now that was step 1. Step 2, your seam allowance, and flip the pocket to the wrong side, and it will now be well, how about that? Okay, so here goes nothing. I don't know what that is, Nicole. Go cut out piece, sit back down, go get drink, go sit, go. Yeah. Nikki, that would be me. I try to have all of my stuff together by the time I go live, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Okay, so all I did was make some notches. Okay, that's what I thought it was, Nicole, but I wasn't sure. All right, and then we're going to flip these so that they are wrong sides together. Although, yeah. And then now my fabric is really creepy crawly, so I'm gonna put a clip on it so it'll stay, and then I can show you what it's supposed to look like. So you should have something like this where you've got a little tab sticking out and a tab sticking out, and then this is sewn together. And then I'm going to fix that for the other side as well. Maybe I didn't snip that one enough. Well, I don't know. It wasn't wanting to turn out. Okay. There we go. Got it that time. Okay. And then now I can turn that out. This fabric is so soft, like if butter were fabric. Antenna. That's funny. We watch college football, but that's about it. And we really only watch one team. Cat Dad probably watches a little more than I do, but not really. It's not like a deal breaker for him if he's not going to see it. Okay, place the second pocket piece on top. Oh, I need to be on the other side. Okay. So I need to be on this side. And then we're going to take our pocket piece. This is the top. And we are going to lay it right sides together, matching up the bottom. And then I'm assuming base the bottom of the pocket to the bottom of the center front. Wait. Baste the bottom of the pocket to the bottom of the center front. Be sure you're only stitching through the pocket. That is contradicting itself, but okay, whatever. I'm going to stitch across the top because that's what it tells me to do, and I do know how to do that. I can do that. Oh, and my computer locked again. And I don't know why it doesn't think I'm doing anything when I'm clearly playing a video, but whatever. All right. What is the next step? Oh, we're attaching our side panels. Okay. And I'm fixing to sneeze again. So sorry. I still don't understand why you wouldn't sew that together. Like, what difference does it make? But whatever. Squeaky chair. All right. Let's do this. Me and these pockets and craziness. Oh, the tip is for the top of the pocket. Hello. I get it now. That makes a lot more sense now. As I'm going through the action and realizing why that could be a problem. Yeah, so Nikki, I haven't been taking my allergy medicine, and I probably should be. And then especially with our crazy weather we've had here lately, where it's been, 70 degrees and then 40 degrees, and then we may could have some ice or something. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Okay. So which piece is my center and which piece is my pocket? Okay, so the top is my center. Okay, so if I cut anything off, it's only going to be pocket. That's good. Oh, that stinks, Nicole. Okay. So all I did was serge the 3 layers at the bottom. That's where our band will get attached. And I serged the top of my pocket. So now we have this situation. And then we are going to attach our side panels. To our center after I throw clips in the floor as per usual. It wouldn't be a video with me if clips did not get thrown in the floor. Okay. Okay, center pieces would be these. And this one goes this way. And if you were ever trying to figure out which one gets attached to your center, it's always going to be this one, because this part right here is your arm. It's the magical. Yeah. Okay. I guess one thing about it, doing all these patterns, I am learning a bunch of different construction techniques that I have never done before. Um, so, plus I'm working my way through all these patterns that I bought years and years ago and never made. All right. So I started at the bottom and I clipped the section with my pocket, but I'm going to come up here to the top and match this up. And just kind of shake it to see where things fit. And they're lining up actually pretty good. So you shouldn't have to stretch this to make it fit if you cut everything the way that it was supposed to be. It does have quite a few curves though, so clipping more than what I normally, and I say curves as in it's just not a straight line. So got one side clipped on, gonna sew it on there. Now when you get to, well, we still got a little ways. Okay, so when you get to the pocket, when you're stitching here, you want to make sure that you're only stitching between the side panel and the front center panel, because that fold over is right there. So if you go too far in with your seam allowance, you could stitch the edge of your pocket. So the thread choice was a good combination. You can barely see it. I also put the gray in my looper, or the one that makes the loops, and the other 3 are the pink. So, all right, one side down. Repeat for the other side. So, slide those clips out of the way. Oh, I'm going to need to do a little modification right there, but that's okay. Now that I know how it's made, I can fix that a little bit. I'll show y'all after I'll show you what I'm talking about before I fix it. So, but I'm gonna clip this on first. Pretty sure that it can be easily solved by just taking a little bit more of a seam allowance. Right there, I was trying to be cautious of that pocket. Probably more than I needed to be. So. Let's see. And I'll show you why in just a moment. What is a looper? Is that like the bobbin? So there isn't a bobbin, it's just 4 threads. Now, the first, if you go from left to right, the first 2 threads are the 2 that go through your needle. So you, and then the third one wraps around. And then the fourth one is a straight stitch, but the 2 on the right go down and come up through the bottom. So there is no actual bobbin, but it would be the threads that are on the underneath side. And I don't think I can show you on this because the threads are not another color. But when I say the looper, I'm talking about this thread right here that wraps around because it pulls, it goes all the way around front and back on the edge. So if you use different color, yeah, if you use different colors, like distinguishably different colors in your machines or in your each spot, you can see where each thread goes. And if you're having issues or you're just learning, it's really helpful because you can like, I guess, diagnose where you might be having an issue or identify which thread is which. It has a little chart that shows you, but sometimes if you, especially if you've never used one before, that might not be as helpful. So, but yes, I agree, Nikki. We should not have bobbins. It should just pull off and go through and come out. Wouldn't that be amazing? If you never had to wind another bobbin. Okay, now that I have that clipped on, I'm going to show you what I was talking about on the front. So this is the side that I already attached. Let me get it up here. And then, come on. This is where our pocket is. So that's the seam that we made with the straight stitch. So right here is good. But down here at the bottom, where I've got a raw edge. So I just need to bring that in a little bit to where it will catch the edge of that. Basically, my stitches would be right up and next to it, so it would look like that. That's all. I was just a little more cautious there than I should have been, probably because I was thinking that I would stitch my pocket. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Okay, so I'm going to come back up a little ways. I'm not going to just start right there at that spot because I want, since I am coming in, I want to kind of grade it. So let's see. And I'm just looking to make sure that I get where I need to, right there. Okay. Now that I did that, let's look at it and see how I did. And I did the very thing I was afraid I was going to do, which is sew my pocket. Because now I have the world's tiniest pocket. So we're just going to keep going to the other side, because I can't just take it out, because if I did cut my pocket, then that means that's now a raw edge. So I would have to like completely start over. And I guess I'm okay with having the world's tiniest pocket starting over. It's a learning curve, right? Like, although I am definitely making sure that I don't do it on the other side. I guess, Nikki, I could have cut my knife off, but and I think it's only like you have room for error. I just this style, like of what I'm doing, there's no room for error. Yeah. So it's fine. Y'all get to see me make all the mistakes, and then when y'all go to do it, you won't make them. That's what I was telling Beth about the Marcel that I made. I was like, it helps if you actually read the pattern. I think I told Nikki that too. Nikki will tell you she doesn't read patterns. I guess, and I usually do read patterns. That's the problem. But I guess I assumed that I knew how it went together, and it was not how it went together. Okay, so this side went much better. This is what we should have, because I can put my whole hand in there. And I don't have any raw edges. And on the other side, this is what we have. So I guess technically I could close it off and it just be like a one-sided pocket. I'm trying to feel to see if I actually cut it or if it just is in the stitches. Because if it didn't cut it, I could take it out. Let's see. I'm trying. I don't want to like unpick the whole thing. So I'm just trying to get that small section right there where it has my pocket. Oh, I might be in luck. I might have only just caught it. That would be like for real luck. Like I should go like to the casino and play a game. Right? Buy a lottery ticket. I called it an interior kangaroo pocket, like a hidden, because you know, like almost hoodies, they have the kangaroo on the in, like on the outside, but this one's in the seam, but it goes all the way through. Oh, a pocket overlay. Hmm. I guess I should read all the comments, huh? I guess that goes back to reading patterns too, right? Um, so usually I can get a hold of a thread and pull, and this will all unravel, but I'm not having such luck. But I also didn't start at the bottom, so I'm trying to, because I don't want to undo any more than I have to. And I don't want to pull it because I would risk like ripping my fabric, and I don't want to do that either. Wonder if I could position this light over here where I can see better. Will that help any? The problem with using matching thread is when you have old eyes and you don't like to wear your corrective lenses, you don't see the threads. Because they just blend in. What did I do with my tweezers? There they are. This calls for a wonton. I'll try not to crunch it in the microphone. I don't know how sensitive it is to that. Yeah. Cat Dad does that too, Nikki. Come on, little buddy. Be my friend. Ha ha ha. Finally. Could it be? Okay. Moment of truth. Yay! It's not cut. It's just caught in the stitching. So, if I just get it out of the... There we go. But much better. Okay, so let's see. Did I go far enough down? No, I need to pull out a couple more threads. I got really lucky with that. I don't know how I managed that. I know. Nice save. Yes. I got one little nick spot right here where it caught the thread, but it's like a pull almost, but I think it'll be fine. And then now I can just re-stitch this up right here. Making sure that my pocket is out of the way. How do you tell somebody not to do something and then turn around and do it yourself? Okay. So see. All right. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to finish this before I have to go get Emily, y'all, but we'll keep going. I may have to finish it and just post pictures, but I got the hard part. So now we're going to take our... We're going to take our back and we are going to line up the shoulders. And these should match up. And sew across. Same thing on the other side. And then now we're going to attach our sleeves. So I have one sleeve, and I'm going to put it right sides together with the point on my seam. Clip, bring the corner over to the other side, and then clip that. And then I'm going to just match this up and ease it together. You shouldn't have to stretch it, but you're going to have to kind of smooth it out because it is a curve. One is curved in and one is curved out. And then I like to come over to the other side, put my two corners together, clip, and then repeat where I match up everything in between. And then we'll stitch this on and repeat for the other side. Okay. All right, one sleeve attached. So now we can come down to our cuff of our sleeve and put right sides together. And we're going to sew all the way down. Come on, get up under there. There we go. And I like to get it going just a little bit, and then I'll match up my seams and put a clip, and then keep going. It's like speed sewing. Speed sewing can sometimes get you in trouble. I'm confident that I can do this part with my speed sewing. So once I get to my seam, I will stop and match up my bottom corner and then fit everything in between. Keep right on going. And occasionally I'll have to stop and just kind of readjust and put those layers back together, but you're stopping less frequently than if you had to get clips off. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to come over to the other side, get our other sleeve, right sides together. same thing. What's everybody having for dinner? I was not expecting him to bring me food, so I'm super grateful. Oh, enjoy, Nicole. You'll have to come back and check out the photos from when I get done. It'll probably be a little bit tonight though, because I'll have to finish and then run get M, and then I can come back and take pictures. So smoked venison, yum. I wonder if that was... Oh. Hold, please. Let me... You quit smoking and he started. Chloe just texted me. I may have to call it quits. You're not thinking about dinner yet. Yeah, so we didn't eat breakfast until like almost 11. But I don't eat a lot at one time, so what he brought me could be my lunch and dinner. So oh, that's nice, Nicole. You're ready for a nap. All right, so I'm gonna sew this side together and then I'll turn it out so we can see it, and then I'm gonna have to go get M because apparently they're done early. And then I'll come back and finish and post pictures. So after this, the only thing I have left to add are the cuffs, the waistband, and the hood. So it's pretty straightforward. If I hadn't taken so long figuring out the pocket, I probably would have been done by now, huh? It's just content for my channel. Well, I'm glad you joined us too. Thanks for being here. Without all of y'all, I wouldn't have a reason to do this. Just be me hanging out with my cats. I try to go live every Sunday, making something different, clothing related. So feel free to come back and join us. All right. Okay. All right, this is what we have so far. With my pockets somewhere. There they are. Cute. So it'll have a hood. And then it'll have cuffs, which is just like these. And then the band at the bottom. It came out really cute. I wish that I had been able to use all the same gray, but I'll still wear it. I will. As I wear, my toe beans. So, anyway, I hate to rush off, but it has been, I don't know, 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, almost 3 hours. Woo. And I have to go get M. So if I get the chance, I will try to go live one day this week. It will not be clothing related, obviously. And if not, I will see you all back here on Sunday. And until then, I hope everybody has a good evening, great week. Thanks for being here. Hit the thumbs up for me.